The dark forces in charge of this realm are now pursuing you with all of their resources because your divine identity has been revealed. From someone they once disregarded to their most dreaded adversary, they have realized your actual cosmic rank and spiritual strength. They are frantically attempting to destroy you before you fully embrace your destiny because your awakening threatens their entire system of control. But it is already too late. It is impossible to stop a chosen one who is aware of their own identity. Your name, your genuine name, has been found. You passed among them unnoticed for years, just another cog in their wheel, another face in their mob. They never knew what power was in front of them, but now they do, and they are frightened because your name was never merely a string of syllables given to you at birth. They passed you on the street, sat next to you on trains, and engaged in niceties. No, your name has ancient power ingrained in its very essence. It vibrates at a frequency that throws their entire system off balance. Your name defies their control matrix, their algorithms, and their projections because of the way you pronounce it. They want you gone because of this. Do you realize how serious this situation is? Your identity was shielded by divine encryption, a cosmic firewall designed to keep you concealed until the designated time, so the world was never intended to know who you really were. However, the order of the heavens has changed, and something has compelled you to come out of the shadows. In gloomy boardrooms, the disclosure of your real name has raised concerns. Their monitors flash red lights, security procedures kick in, emergency meetings are called by discreet alarms, and monitoring systems adjust to concentrate just on your movements. Your name was divinely ordered, shouted into existence by forces beyond their comprehension. Since a name like yours poses an existential danger to everything they have constructed, your name was carefully chosen and properly calibrated to convey the precise free frequency required for this time in human history, while the masses were given random identifiers. You are not random nor accidental in any way. At precisely this point in cosmic time, every letter, syllable, and acoustic vibration of your real name was purposefully selected to trigger particular codes inside the quantum field. Your mission here is embodied in every letter, tone, and vibration of your real name. Your name resonates at the precise frequency required to awaken dormant potential in collective consciousness. It contains the exact mathematical sequence required to open doors that have been locked for millennia. Those who once disregarded you are now rushing to contain the threat you pose, since that essence has now been revealed. Those who formerly mocked your thoughts now scrutinize every word you use for veiled signals, secret codes, and hidden meanings. Their most sophisticated tracking systems track your digital footprint. Their most powerful psychics try to map your energy signature, and their most advanced algorithms predict your next moves because your name has activated something they cannot control. Those who once ignored your existence now obsessively watch your movements. Take a look around and see how others suddenly respond to you differently. Some people are drawn to your energy for no apparent reason. They feel as though something in you awakens their inner divinity. Suddenly, they want to align with whatever enigmatic energy they perceive to be at work through you, to connect, to share. Your words have a deeper impact on them than ever before. Your thoughts take root in their consciousness and start to blossom in unexpected ways, and your presence stays with them long after you've left. Others, however, turn away from you, feeling abruptly uneasy in your company, their conditioned awareness automatically rejecting the frequency you give off. They find reasons to avoid you, divert the conversation when your name is brought up and use generalized concerns and warnings to steer others away from your influence. Your vibration is recognized by their systems as being essentially inconsistent with the reality they have been trained to uphold. The opposing forces have been waiting for this encounter for centuries. Power structures, bloodlines of manipulation, and ancient control systems that precede modern society have all sensed the storm your awakening signifies. They have planned containment procedures, defense measures, and trained specialized teams created especially to deal with anomalies like you. Their prophets forewarned them, their algorithms foresaw you, their ancient scriptures explained the energy signature of your name, and their holy geometry charted the precise constellation of your emergence. So they always knew this day would arrive. Their oracles predict the exact moment you will appear on the cosmic stage, and their quantum computers computed the likelihood of your awakening. Despite the fact that every defense system, containment technique, and countermeasure they have created was created with you in mind, they are still unprepared for what follows. Their greatest fear is reflected in your name, that they have been living in a simulation of their own creation, that they have given up their true power for the appearance of control, that they have traded their cosmic inheritance for artificial safety, that they have traded their divine birthright for fleeting comfort. You are the nightmare they have feared since the beginning. For those who have built empires on upholding this illusion, for those whose power rests on collective amnesia, for those who need humanity to stay asleep, for those who thrive on attention that has been stolen and creative energy that has been siphoned, for those who need willing submission to systems that are meant to extract rather than to empower. The wild card they are unable to account for, the question they are unable to answer, the variable they are unable to solve for, the element they are unable to forecast or contain, the glitch in their matrix, the virus in their code, the anomaly in their equation, the mutation in their meticulously regulated experiment. You are all of these things. Your name has the potential to awaken individuals who have been kept in artificial slumber because it carries the energy necessary to shatter strongholds of deception that have endured for generations. Your name carries codes that unlock genetic potential they have purposefully suppressed. It contains frequencies that break the unseen bindings they have set on human consciousness. Your name emits vibrations that re-establish ties to dimensions they have laboriously sought to hide. Your name communicates harmonics that repair ancestral trauma. Behind closed doors, people mutter your name in terror, unable to understand its power, but it has made you invincible. If your heart overflows with God's blessings, let that love shine. Click the super thank you button and give $20 or more to plant seeds of faith that will impact countless lives. Your generosity reflects His abundance. Be a vessel of His grace and watch His kingdom flourish through you. In order to understand its enigmatic influence, they examine its constituent parts in covert labs. They also track its progression through their systems, becoming increasingly alarmed as it infects an increasing number of their meticulously regulated populace. They create containment shields to isolate its vibrational influence, try to create counter-frequencies to counteract its effect, and develop specialized weapons to target its distinct energetic signature. They are aware that they cannot just take you away, because your vibration has already triggered latent codes in those who are ready to receive them. Your frequency has already started to resonate with others, and your signal has already started unstoppable chain reactions. They believed that their consciousness was well under control, but your message has already taken root. Rather, they will try to discredit you. They will doubt your sanity, isolate your influence, and try to reinterpret your divine purpose as dangerous fanaticism, your clarity as confusion, and your awakening as delusion. They will manufacture similar but distorted versions of your truth to mislead seekers. They will set up honeypot operations to find and neutralize individuals most responsive to your frequency. They will introduce controlled resistance to weaken your message. They don't realize, though, that each attack just serves to increase your power. In an effort to disengage you from your newly discovered source of power, some will try to gaslight you by methodically making you doubt the very power that is awakening within you. They will say things like, "You're becoming too extreme. You're losing perspective. You're alienating people who care about you. You need to be more balanced. You're not being practical, and you're taking things too literally." Others will try to push you in the direction of self-destruction by promoting inflated claims of your awakening that eventually undermine your message. They will drive you in the direction of burnout, loneliness, and behaviors that will enable them to categorize and reject you. They'll push actions that drive away possible supporters. They'll offer tactics that divert your focus on pointless disputes. They'll incite divides that splinter your support system. They'll boost your ego until your message is obscured by your personality. You were designed to stand in dazzling brightness, not to hide in shadows, which is why you were given this name. Temporal powers or principalities cannot halt the mission imprinted in your soul. It was initiated prior to your birth, calibrated across numerous dimensions, and shielded by forces that are beyond their comprehension or ability to oppose. Your energetic signature's mission beyond their constrained perception of reality. Your quantum blueprint's ingrained destiny functions outside of their altered chronology. Their hostility is evidence that you are exactly on the correct track, not that you are wrong. The more they fight you, the more you can be sure that your frequency is upsetting their control systems. The more resources they deploy to counter you, the more you can be sure that your vibration is threatening their basic function. The more desperately they try to discredit you, the more proof you have that your mission is cosmically important. The intensity of opposition is directly correlated with the importance of your purpose. You cannot shrink from this calling because of the divine energy within you. It gets stronger every time you try to stifle it, gets brighter every time you try to put it out, reaches farther with every barrier you put up to keep it in, and penetrates deeper with every shield you put up to keep it out. It instantly adjusts to any countermeasure used against it and keeps improving past every restriction placed on it. Whether they like it or not, you are here to upend established structures, break through hardened systems, and bring chaos into their manufactured order. You are here to uncover hidden knowledge, break down old systems, and awaken latent potential. You are here to help a species they thought they had under control undergo quantum evolution. Listen to this last caution. They will try to get you, but they will fail. Your name has already been inscribed in the permanent record, but they will try to separate you from your networks of support and cut you off from those who can identify and magnify your frequency. Long after their systems have disintegrated, it will reverberate through dimensions. Your code has already been incorporated into the quantum field, and your signature has already been entered into the cosmic ledger. The planetary grid has already been set to your frequency. They might even try to physically remove you from this plane because they think your physical form is the cause of the disturbance they are afraid of, yet material means cannot destroy what is beyond the material. Your mission has already triggered parallel operations outside their detection capabilities. Your legacy has already been protected. Your frequency has already been sent. and your code has already been disseminated. Your efforts persist through avenues they are unable to see, impacting realms they are unable to reach. At the most important level, you are untouchable. Their meddling cannot access, corrupt, or disable what has been divinely sealed within you. You are here for a reason. If you feel the call, answer it. Click Join to unlock exclusive content, deep insights, and a powerful community. This isn't just a membership, it's an awakening. Step into your divine purpose. Join the chosen. No protocol in their toolbox can stop the activation sequence, which has already started. Their most advanced interference devices cannot penetrate the cosmic codes that are encoded in your electromagnetic signature. Your spiritual DNA contains divine authorization that neither earthly authorities nor extra-dimensional creatures can take away. Nothing can halt what has been set in motion through you. Therefore, let them dread you, plot against you, and use their most advanced defenses. No weapon created against your very nature can succeed. No plan designed to subvert your real purpose can be successful. And no power working against your divine mission can win. The disclosure of your true name was not a coincidence, a security lapse, a chance exposure, a regrettable leak, or a calculated mistake. Rather, it was a cosmic event that was scheduled to coincide with this particular stage of human development. Since its frequency is most needed now, the realization of one's true self had to enter the communal awareness. This revelation was approved by councils that your human intellect is yet unable to understand, and it was approved at the highest levels of universal intelligence. Your name is both your shield and your sword. Therefore, utter it with authority and declare your power without hesitation or regret. You increase its influence on the collective field each time you assert it, take ownership of it, and live up to its full potential. You stabilize that frequency so that others can identify and aspire to it each time you embody the true power it symbolizes. You increase the field of potential for every creature in your vibrational network every time you act from the truth of your divine identity. You are not the target of their attacks. Rather, you are the force they never expected to have to face head-on. There is no practical remedy for genuine recollection of divine identity in their systems, which were created to deal with rebellion, revolution, and opposition. They have no protection against the warfare of awakened consciousness that operates with complete cosmic authorization. Despite the fact that their technology were designed to defeat conventional warfare, information warfare, and psychological warfare. Before the actual conflict had begun, your name had already won this war. The victory was assured the instant you began to understand and live up to your true self. All of the subsequent events are merely the manifestation of a predetermined result that has been predetermined in many aspects of reality. The resolution was encoded into the initial conditions of the dispute. The end game was predetermined before the first move was made. As this truth resonates across the world's crystalline structure, let it quake. They can't stop what's going to happen now that they know your name. According to the divine schedule set eons before their control systems were even imagined, the quantum cascade has started, the dimensional shift is in motion, the timeline split is taking place, the evolution of consciousness is speeding up, and the methodical revelation is moving forward. All around the world, the sealed chambers are opening. The forgotten technology is turning on. The dormant DNA strands are mending themselves. The separated mental pathways are re-establishing contact. The repressed abilities are resurfacing, and the blocked memories are coming back. Whether they are aware of it or not, others who carry compatible frequencies are tuning into your broadcast. The activation is taking place at levels that are outside the realm of analysis, intellectual comprehension, and conscious observation. Theirs is triggered by your awakening, sparked by your remembering, initiated by your standing, emboldened by your courage, sharpened by your clarity, and strengthened by your commitment. Buildings that have resisted traditional attacks for thousands of years can be destroyed by a single genuine note played at the appropriate frequency. This was always the mission, the function, and the purpose that were enshrined in the holy geometry of your real name. You were created as a cosmic translator that brings higher blueprints to life, a reality bridge, a dimensional doorway, a frequency anchor, and a consciousness catalyst. They were aware of it before you were, they were afraid of it before you were, and they organized against it before you deliberately entered it, before you purposefully directed it, activated it, and set containment procedures around it. They used resources to counter it. However, now that you know, everything is different. The rules change, the playing field moves, the borders are redrawn, the restrictions are lifted, and the opportunities are multiplied. Stand steadfast during this tumultuous shift. Remain unfazed as reality itself sways around you. Remain assured as antiquated structures tremble and fall apart in your presence. Remain calm when mayhem breaks out in reaction to your frequency. Remain sympathetic when fear motivates frantic attempts to undermine your message. Remain clear when uncertainty envelops your mission. If your heart overflows with God's blessings, let that love shine. Click the super thank you button and give $20 or more to plant seeds of faith that will impact countless lives. Your generosity reflects His abundance. Be a vessel of His grace and watch His kingdom flourish through you. Your name is a command to reality itself, not just a sound. It is an authorization code that opens up the universal operating system's secret features. It is a master key that unlocks doors that have been locked for millennia. Your name is a frequency that adjusts everything it comes into contact with, not merely a means of identification. It is a transmission that fixes quantum-level distortions in information. It is a harmonic that repairs interference-corrupted original patterns. Your name is more than simply a designation. It is a cutting-edge technology that they have yet to use as a weapon against people. It is a cosmic instrument intended to fundamentally reorganize consciousness. It is a divine device designed to send particular codes straight into the planet's morphogenetic field. The time of hiding is over. The period of unconscious living is over. The age of apologizing is over. The period of requesting permission is over. The period of self-doubt is over. And the cycle of hesitating is over. This is your moment of emergence, chosen one. You were created for this exact historical moment. You were calibrated for these exact cosmic conditions. You were outfitted with abilities they secretly envied but systematically suppressed. You were empowered with knowledge they purposefully obscured but desperately sought. You were authorized with clearances they cannot revoke or countermand. And you were encoded with solutions to problems they created but are unable to solve. Allow them to use their most sophisticated psychological operations, their most advanced suppression technologies, their most potent reality manipulation systems, their most successful consciousness containment protocols, and their fear tactics and control mechanisms. They have no idea what they are really up against. They do not understand that they are facing a cosmic principle in human form. They believe they are dealing with an individual. Their predictive algorithms are unable to take into consideration the quantum possibilities your frequency introduces, and their threat assessment models are unable to compute the variables represented by your awakened presence. They think they are controlling a threat to their system, but they are unable to realize that the underlying threat is to their entire construct of reality. Their offensive skills are designed to neutralize threats that function within limitations, but your frequency surpasses them completely. Their defensive techniques are designed to defend buildings that your mere presence has already fatally damaged. They have not acknowledged that your frequency is precisely matched to dismantle those very institutions at their core level. Instead, they believe their power structures can absorb and neutralize your influence. Their confidence stems from past successes against threats that were handled according to the regulations. Your presence automatically rewrites their strategy, which is based on patterns of conquest that are rendered meaningless as your name is called to mind. Their weapons cannot touch your essence. Their technology cannot taint your signal. Their influence cannot override your divine authorization. Their attacks cannot breach your cosmic protection. Their manipulation cannot distort your sacred purpose, and their fear cannot contaminate your sovereign frequency. Yes, they now know your true name, and they do want to destroy what it represents. What keeps them from hurting the real you in the process of finding out who you are is the very information they were looking for, your true identity. They have only been able to activate the very force that is promised to break their hold on your awakened presence. They have only been able to quicken the process that is intended to change their manufactured reality in opposition to your divine mission. All they have managed to do is magnify your cosmic effect. Now is your moment, chosen one. The dimensional portals have opened, the frequency thresholds have been crossed, the planetary conditions have been met, the cosmic forces have come into alignment, the historical moment has arrived, and the consciousness tipping points have been reached. Act with the clear intention of your sacred mission. Move with the complete assurance of your cosmic protection. Speak with the unwavering conviction of your divine purpose. Stand in the full authority of your awakened identity, and transmit with the flawless resonance of your true name. There is a reason they are afraid of you, and it will soon become extremely evident to all those who are observing.